Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I'm excited once again to share with you guys another watch from my 24 roughly part series. This is Invicta till Christmas, and so I have another Invicta watch to share with you guys. If you haven't been following me for a while, you missed some of my other videos. That means you didn't click the bell, and when you subscribed, you need to click that bell. You can change those settings by going into your subscriptions and finding my name, my channel name, and clicking the bell. You want to have that bell clicked. See what I'm saying here? The bell. Ring the bell. Ringing any bells if you click the bell? You want to make sure that's clicked, because if you don't, you'll still be subscribed to the channel, but anytime I upload a new video, you won't be notified that I did. And every day up until Christmas, we're going to be having Invicta watch, and among other things, for you guys. So the one I want to share with you guys today is another one, another reserve collection Invicta, and this is one of the Bolt Magnum watches. And you guys know, if you're an Invicta fan, Invicta nut, or as Alpha Male would say, a slut, Invicta slut, that is. You know, this watch has been around for a while. I'd probably say about 3 years. And in the beginning, it was insanely priced. It was pretty high, up towards $800–900, and they were very hard to get. It was a brand new model by Invicta. And now, this Christmas, you can get some really great deals on this particular watch. I'm not saying necessarily this color combination, but the prices dropped quite a bit. They're producing a lot more, and they came out with the second generation, which has that nice braided cable on it. So this is the original generation. And so go ahead and check that out for a second here before I start talking about it. I love this color combination. This is just sleek. I mean, the color on this, that slate blue, or I would consider it like a furnace blue. That's what Invicta calls the blue they use on the back of their the propeller on the Sub Aqua, or the Sea Hunter 3, and of course, actually all the Sea Hunters, most of the Sea Hunters have that that blue furnace blue propeller, and then of course on your Noma 5, if you have that blue cage on the back of the COSC version that I have, you have that same color blue. So this blue is pretty iconic to Invicta. It's kind of like a a dull. Not dull, it's more of like a, I don't know what they exactly call it here, but I'll just go to Bulldog's site here, and that's who supplied this watch. Yeah, they just refer to it as blue. Now, not to be confused with the Blue Label. This is not part of the Blue Label line. The Blue Label line uses a blue that's slightly different. It's more of a royal blue, and there's gold accents. So this is, although similar to a Blue Label, it's not a Blue Label Invicta. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, so a little bit about the watch. Again, this is the cool thing about the Magnum, and this is called the Bolt Zeus Magnum. Once again with Invicta. On the back of the watch, you have Invicta Bolt Zeus, but they call it a Magnum, but it's not, and it doesn't say Magnum on the watch. So I don't know if they come out with these designs and then they come up with a name afterwards. I don't know. But anyway, to find this watch, if you want to look at it, and you can go to the Invicta website and check that out, but I definitely recommend clicking the link in the description to Bulldog Enterprise. That's where you're going to be able to buy it for the best price anyway and get the best service. If you have any issues, it's not going to be an issue. You can send it right back, even if you don't like it. But what I love about this watch is I love the color combination of how what they've done with the, it's almost like a very, it's like a cloudy day. Basically, it's a mother of pearl face, but it just looks like this kind of grayish, kind of sort of baby blue. Just looks like you look out the window on a stormy day, and that's what you're gonna see. Great contrast with the rest of the watch, which is a little bit more of a different color blue. They also have that same color on your second time zone. That is mother of pearl in there as well. And if you're not familiar with the Magnum, basically you have your primary time zone, which is a chronograph, and then your secondary time zone right at the front here. And this one here has actually got the crown on top. You just pop that out. It's not a screw down, it's just a push pull, and you can adjust the time zone. The actual crown for the main time zone is a screw down crown, and your function pushers are just standard push pull, which is just like all the other Zeus bolts out there. None of them have screw down function pushers that I've ever came across. On the band, you have this combination of contrast here. You have some mirror polished links down what I would consider like the, not really center, but you see them right there, these smaller links, and the other links are actually like a brushed stainless steel. It is all 316L stainless steel. You have that same combination of mirror polishing on the side of the case, and of course on these different pillar points around the case. So I love that Invicta does that. They don't just make a watch just plain old brushed or plain old polished, although you can get a plain old, I mean, nothing plain about a polished Invicta, but I like the fact they do that, the differences in the finish. It just kind of makes the watch it makes like these different cutout points like around the case here. You get your Invicta on the side. It just kind of makes the watch stand out a little more than it would if you just had one contrast. It's like, even though it's one color, it takes on a different look with those different contrasts. And Invicta will either do the sandblasted, the brushed, the mirror polished, or the matte finish. So on the band, you have mirror polishing on the safety clasp and then a brushed finish on the clasp itself. As far as movement on this one here, you are looking at a, see what they say here. This is the Z60 Ronda. The secondary movement is still a Swiss-made movement. It's a Ronda 1042 quartz. Again, it is a quartz watch. 20 millimeters in case thickness, which I would say that's thicker than 20 millimeters. That might be a, I do this every time. I always say like, nah, it looks thicker, but let's see what we actually have here. Yeah, no, it is 20. Well, I'm pretty sure that the Grand Octane's 19, so it just looks a lot thicker. Probably it's not as big, but nice, thick, chunky piece. Not as thick as your Venom watch or your Sea Hunter, but still very nice, thick timepiece. Very big, very chiseled, very chunky. It's a beautiful watch. And I reviewed this one, or this model, years ago from my buddy over in Dubai, who I met through my channel, Faraz. He was nice enough to, or was it Faraz? No, sorry, it wasn't Faraz. He did an unboxing, I think. This is from another gentleman on my channel who's nice enough to send me his watch to review. But now you're going to be seeing a lot more of these because I got a nice inventory of watches coming my way to share with you guys. So let's get a couple of close-ups and I'll show you what it looks like on the wrist. And as far as the other specifics, you have 660 feet of water resistance. You have your complications are perpetual seconds, date window, 30-minute, and day of the week. Sorry, upside down there. 13 ounces in weight. The bezel is fixed, and the naturally the dial, as already mentioned, is mother of pearl. And the what else? That's about it, really. Oh, 38 millimeters in band width and 8 1/4 inches in band length. So this will take up. This will fit on a pretty big guy. You know, and pretty much I say it in every video. And if you guys are sick of hearing me talk about the actual measurements of the watch as far as the band, I don't mind stopping saying it. I just figure for those of you who discovered my video and haven't been to my channel before, maybe checked out me reviewing this watch. You know, of the 11,500 subscribers, most of my views still come from like Google search, YouTube search, and from YouTube suggestions. So that's why I repeat myself a lot of times in these videos, just because there's always somebody new discovering this beautiful brand, and I like to give them as much information as I can. Again, I'm not a watch expert. I'm just a watch enthusiast. I love collecting, and I love the Invicta line. They're absolutely stunning. So as far as price, that's an important factor right there. You can pick this up directly through the link in description for $439 even. That is shipped. So it looks like he's got one left in stock, and that's probably in addition to this particular one here. But again, I'm not really sure if again, if you click my link, you'll know it's going to take you directly to his store. So there'll be two links, one directly to this watch through his listing, and then one to his store, which will show every other Invicta that he sells. He pretty much only sells Invicta watches. So definitely check out those links. And again, guys, if you make a purchase through those links, those are affiliate links. I figured you guys always knew that. Any affiliate link that you click, it does help support the channel, but always buy from somewhere that you feel is going to give you the best service and the best value. I'm just sharing with you guys places that I buy my stuff that I feel comfortable buying it from. So, all right, so now this watch is not sized. I am 5'7.5", and I weigh about 170 pounds, trying to get down to 165, and so I have a 7-inch wrist, so all these watches look really big on me. Now this is unsized because, like I said, this is on loan from Bulldog, and I'm not going to go ahead and size this because I don't want it to pain to size them, and once you size them, I don't want to risk scratching the watch, so I can wear it, show you guys what it looks like, you know, completely sized. You get the idea of what it's going to look like on the wrist here. So I'll stand up in a second. I'll just get back a little bit here. And let me know if you guys want to see more wrist time on these watches. You know, I figure I show you guys enough to make you guys want to, or make you guys drool and want to get this in your collection. One of my subscribers is like, what are you trying to do to me when I did the unboxing? And so if you haven't checked out that video, check out my unboxing. I'm going to do two different videos every time I get a shipment from Bulldog or anywhere, really. The unboxing, showing you where the watch is all wrapped up. You guys know, see my excitement for these watches. And of course, once I unwrap them, I'll show you guys what is coming as far as the reviews, and then I'll do the individual reviews. All right, so let's check this one out here. Again, 7-inch wrist. I love this blue. It's almost like a, I don't know what you want to call it. It's just, it's a very sleek blue. It's not like a gun. It's kind of, I would call it like a gunmetal blue, but it's not gunmetal. You know, when you think of bluing on a gun, it's not like that. Bluing on a gun is almost like black, but they call it bluing. It's the process. But this just has a very, I don't know. It's a stormy weather kind of watch. That's what I feel when I throw this on my wrist. When I look at it, it just seems like just a stormy day at the ocean. You're on a boat. I know I'm trying to sell you guys on this, but I gotta tell you again, it's just another beautiful timepiece. I just love it. You know, I'm wearing blue jeans right now, which is pretty much what I always wear. So, but it's just great. I love it. You know, I love it, and that's the problem. Every time I get one of these, I want to keep it. And I don't actually have one of these in my collection. And I will get one eventually, but, you know, just Christmas is coming around here, and I just fixed the car, and I'm just trying to put money away right now. And, you know, Invicta's always coming out with new models. There's always going to be something that I'm going to want to buy. And I just picked up that, the other Zeus Bolt Diamond Edition, which I absolutely love. If you haven't checked that out, do so. I mean, check out my whole playlist, guys. I mean, there's lots of videos in there. I got 770 videos on YouTube, so a lot of those are watches. And if Invicta isn't your thing, check out the micro brands. I mean, I got tons of different micro brand watches I've reviewed that, you know, from Delta T to I'd kind of consider Aragon a micro brand as well. To some the Kickstarter, GoFundMe watches on there, Wood watches. I mean, whatever you guys. I mean, I think I have more watches reviewed on my channel than anybody. And if there's any channel out there that's bigger than me, let me know. I'd love to check their stuff out. You know, I mean, I'm passionate for watches, and I'm always going to be sharing stuff with you guys. So. Just look at that side shot. I mean, just chunky. Look at how wide it is at the actual, at the lugs and how it tapers down. It's just beautiful. All right, folks. Well, that does it. Another Invicta for the books. Let me know what you guys think. I love getting the comments and seeing the comments. Always let me know if you make a purchase. In addition, guys, I just want to throw it out there as well. I do have an agreement with Aragon Watches. If there's ever an Aragon watch you guys see that you want, let me know. I accept PayPal. I'll get you the same price, a competitive price, a fair price, just the same as you'll get from Aragon. But I love the opportunity to actually sell you guys and supply you guys with these wonderful watches that I'm so passionate about. So there it is, guys. Stormy, blue, beautiful Zeus Bolt Magnum Reserve. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day and subscribe. Don't forget. Bye-bye.